Chalo, sir. So again, very good afternoon to everyone. And I hope I'm audible as well as visible. I hope I'm audible as well as visible to everyone. Ashish, very good afternoon, brother. And everybody else, very good afternoon. I hope you guys can all see me, hear me clearly. Amruta and Surya, very good afternoon. And I hope I'm audible as well as visible. So let's just wait for 30 seconds. Let everybody join, and definitely we'll start with our class. Right? So today the topic is very beautiful, and this is the demo class as well for the 5.0 batch. So, chalo. Again, this is a Saturday, the first demo class of your 5.0 batch. This is the coordinate geometry. And now, before I even start with this, let me say this hands down. Suddenly, from last year onwards, this particular topic, this you missed, yeah, Rohit. Good evening. You missed the last class. I have noticed actually. Acha. The suddenly this particular topic from last year onwards has become very important. So you have to understand this because this is proper advanced maths. This topic is not basic. This is proper advanced maths. Okay, but again, that for that I'll need multiple classes. I cannot complete this particular topic in one class. It's impossible. So I will require multiple classes. So this is just the first part of it. Okay. Now, with that being said, chalo, let's start, sir. Coordinate geometry. Now, before I even start, Shubham, good afternoon, brother. Very good afternoon. Acha, for the newer batch students, if you require the link to the Telegram group, you can scan this particular scanner. Okay, and definitely this will be part of your notes as well. You can download and scan as well. Now, what do you need to know in coordinate geometry? So, coordinate geometry has a few parts that you need to know. First is the basics. Basics, under the basics umbrella, you need the distance formula. Distance formula, sir. Then comes the section formula, sir. You get questions based on this on a regular basis. And also you need the area formula. Now, how to figure out areas. These three things you need to learn first. Now, once these basics are done, then we will move on to the advanced stuff. Now, advanced stuff under that umbrella, first is straight lines. Different forms of straight lines you need to learn. Very important, and it's a little lengthy. And also afterwards, you will need circles. Again, the form of circles, how does the equation look, and the vice versa. If the equation is given, how can we figure out the intricacies of circles, meaning the center, the radius, and stuff. So these are what you need to know. In NTPC, they have gone as far as asking till the length of tangent of a circle as well. That much also you need to know. If you go through PYQs, you'll find those questions. So this is what is there in your syllabus, or you need to know at least till this much. Okay, looks a little tedious, but again, I know you have to do it, and it's very interesting. Honestly speaking, I always found this to be very interesting. Clear, sir? Clear? Chalo, let's start with the distance formula. So we will start with the first one, which is distance formula. Sir, what does distance formula mean? Achha, I'll show you. First formula, I'll show you the proof as well. I will show you the proof as well. But again, I cannot do that for every formula because in that case, then we will be in a little trouble. I cannot complete it within the time. So I'll show you the first proof, but again, not every proof I can show you. That's the important, that's a little issue. That is a little issue, right? Sir, let's say this is your x-axis and y-axis because coordinate geometry depends on this. We all know this. I'm assuming this basic thing you know. So this is the Cartesian coordinate system where we have two axes. One is x-axis, we name it x and x dashed. And this is y-axis, we name it y, y dashed. Now, for x-axis, the right-hand side is positive, left-hand side is negative. For y-axis, the top is positive. If you go in the downward direction, that is negative. And this point is O. O stands for origin, sir. Now, this is the coordinate is 0, 0. Now, what does it mean? It means x equal to 0, y equal to 0. This much I'm guessing everybody knows, because we all have done this in school, like class 8th, 9th, those days. Now, distance formula is what? Let's say there is a point here and there is a point here. And what have they given you? This point, the coordinate they have given you, this is x1, y1. And this point, the coordinate they have given you, that is x2, y2. They are asking if you draw this line, sir, if you join these two lines, what is going to be this distance? What is going to be the distance between these 2 points? That's the simple question, everyone. Okay. Now, the simple answer to this question, will be, if I say this is distance is d, so d is equal to, can anyone tell me the answer? Anyone, sir? So this is difference of the x coordinates, x2 minus x1 whole square, plus same for y, meaning difference of the y coordinates whole square. This is the distance. This is your distance formula. Clear, everyone, sir? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. 100%. Clear? Now, sir, how does it come? Again, I told you I'll show you one proof. As I told you, I'll show you the proof. Sir, let's just drop a perpendicular here. Let's just drop a perpendicular here. Another perpendicular, sir, from here. Another perpendicular I'll drop from here. Okay? Everyone agrees? This is what I've done. Now, please understand the concept. Please try and understand the concept over here. If anybody has any doubts, please feel free to ask me then and there. Don't hesitate. Now, sir, if this point is x1, y1, go back to the basics. Sir, if I have this is coordinate system. This point is, let's say, 3, 2. What does it mean? Meaning, from the origin, I will go 3 units here, then I will go 2 units here. Meaning, this length is 3, then I will go 2 units up, meaning, sir, this length will be 2, sir. Everybody agrees with me on this? I will go 3 units to the x direction, then 2 units to the y direction. That is what is meant by 3, 2. 3 units to the x direction, 2 units to the y direction. Everyone clear? Now, similarly, this is x1, y1, meaning x1 units to the x direction, this length, then y1 units to the y direction. Can I say? Everybody, yes or no? Everybody tell me a quick yes or no. Can I say this? Everybody, is this clear? X1 and y1? A quick yes or no, please. A very, very, very quick yes or no. A very, very, very quick yes or no. Yes? Done. Acha, then tell me, what about the second point? Sir, x2, y2, meaning you will go the whole distance, meaning this is x2. And you will go up the whole distance, which is y2, sir. Perfect. Now, if that is the situation, can anyone tell me, if I take this triangle, the right angle triangle, because all are perpendiculars, sir, how much is this height? Sir, this total is y2 and this is y1, meaning this is also y1. So this is, can I say, it will be y2 minus y1, sir. Can I say this? And what about this length, sir? Sir, total is x2 and this much is x1. So can I say this is going to be x2 minus x1? Now this is D. And you see what I've done? I've used Pythagoras theorem. So this is going to be like the hypotenuse base square plus like height square. You see, I have done that exact thing only here. And that is how I have got my formula. That is how I have got my formula. Everyone, this is 100% clear, sir. This is 100% clear, sir. Everybody, clear, sir? Everybody, 100% clear. Now again, I am not like saying that you need the proof, but again, just to generate the interest, I've shown you the first proof. But again, I won't show you all the proofs. That's impossible. Maybe in straight line, I'll show you one or two proofs. But again, please understand the basics. Clear? But again, this formula is what we need if I want to know the distance between any 2 points. So for example, if they ask you, there is a point 3, 4 and there is a point 6, 9. Sir, what is the distance between them? Sir, you will say root over of 6 minus 3, that is 3 square. 9 minus 4, that is how much? 5, 5 square. So 5 square 25 plus 9, that is a root over of 34. Sir, again, I cannot do anything, that's the answer. I cannot do anything, that's the answer. Root over of 34 units. Clear everyone? Basics, sir. Very simple. Moving on to the section formula. Moving on to the section formula, sir. Sir, what does section formula say? Sir, section formula is saying, ki dekho, if, let's say there is a point x1, y1, and this point I'm naming P, and there is another point, let's say Q, which is x2, y2, sir. Okay? And there is a point in between, let's say this is R, which is dividing this line P and Q in this ratio of M is to N, sir. Okay? Now they are asking, what is going to be the coordinates of R? What exactly is going to be the coordinates of R? This thing I can get by using the formula, that is section formula. Now, what does it say? You see, this is simple ratio. This is nothing but simple ratio. So what we take? We generally take weighted average. But again, a little trickier weighted average, not the basic one. Sir, please understand what we'll do. Again, many people get a little lost here. Let me just show you how to remember. Sir, whenever you're figuring out the x, meaning I'll write x coordinate, then y coordinate. So x coordinate, when I am writing, I'll only talk about x, meaning I'll take x1 and I'll take x2. I'll not even think about y1 and y2, because that I'll do when we'll talk about y. For x, we don't require y. For x, we do not require y, sir. Now, sir, for x, sir, always remember what you do, you multiply this with the further one. Meaning m, sir, closer x is x1, further x is x2, you multiply with the further. M into x2 then, plus n into definitely the other one, that is x1. And niche, it will always be m plus n. Okay? And for y, what will happen, sir? The same thing, only instead of x, you will put y. M into, again further, meaning y, sir, meaning y2, plus n y1. This is m plus n. This is your section formula for internal sections. This is for internal sections, which only you will require. You don't require actually outer section or external sections. This is for internal sections. If they like kind of intersect internally, meaning R is in between P and Q. For external sections, what happens? Let me just at least keep it in your knowledge. Everything will remain the same. mx2, nx1, m and n. Plus, instead of plus, it will be just minus. That's all. my2, ny1, m and n. Sir, instead of plus, you just put minus. That's the only change. Again, sir, is this 100% clear? Again, sir, is this 100% clear? Anyone having any doubts, please ask me. Please ask if you have any doubts whatsoever till this point. Till this point, if you have any doubts whatsoever, feel free to ask. Ki, sir, I haven't understood this. If you have any doubts, is it clear then? A quick yes or no. What does section? Section means, brother, you see, you please understand this. Section formula is like section means what? Section means, acha, Shubham, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, and with that, we will learn something new as well. Shubham, good question. Let me just give you an example. Brother, tell me one thing. Acha, Shubham, is it okay if before giving the example, if I just explain a little bit, just give me 30 seconds, then I'll give you an example where this, why we are learning this, that will be clear. I'll give you a practical example. Okay, just give me 30 seconds, brother. Now, internal section, the 30 seconds why I've asked, please understand, if, what if R is midpoint? Tell me what will happen then. R, if R is midpoint, meaning, sir, meaning, sir, this ratio will become 1:1, sir. Meaning M is 1, N is 1. Put the M and N equal to 1 in this particular, like in this particular formula. So 1, 1, meaning, can I say, then R will become x1 plus x2 by M plus N, meaning, sir, 2. And this will become, you see, it's ultimately nothing but average. It is ultimately nothing but average, sir. Perfect. Now, please understand, once this is done, let me, again, this is clear. Let me just go and like give you a practical example. You will average, yes, Rohit, bilkul. Now, sir, what happens? Let's say, let us say one thing. For example, chalo, I'm just, okay. Let's just take a line like this or a triangle like this. Sir, if you do something like this, let's say A, B, and C. Okay. Now, everyone, please understand, sir. I have done what? I have drawn a median on this. I have been able to draw a median on this. Everyone. Okay? And I'm naming it D, sir. Achha. Sir, this was the coordinates of the vertices of this triangle is given as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, sir. Sir, can anyone tell me what is the coordinate of D? Anyone? Shubham, you tell me first, brother. What is the coordinate of D? Tell me. Give it a try. It's a very simple thing. Right, staring right at your face. What is the coordinate of D, sir? Think and tell me. You see, why, like how we use the section formula. Why in the world we just learned this? Tell me, sir. Tell me, anyone. Mean of C and D. Absolutely, meaning C and D, nahi, C and B. So meaning x2 and x3 midpoint, sir. x2 plus x3 divided by 2 and comma, this will be, sir, y2 plus y3 divided by 2. Can I say this, everyone? Because this is midpoint of B and C. Everyone agrees with me? Now, what I'm trying to do, or what I'm trying to find, I'm trying to find G over here, sir. G means centroid. I'm trying to figure out the coordinates. Now you tell me, brothers, everyone, brothers and sisters. Sir, AG ratio GD, you know, sir. AG is to GD, you know. I'll say, yes, I always know this is equal to 2:1. Can you figure out the value of G or the coordinates of G? Now, what formula or what theory you will require? Sir, you will require the section formula. You understand why we are doing the section formula or why we're learning section formula. You see what will happen, sir. Sir, distance, this will get multiplied by the further one and this will get multiplied by the further one. So 1 into x1 plus 2 into this 2 and this 2 will cancel. So we will have x2 plus x3 divided by m1 plus m2, 1 plus 2 gives you 3. And same will happen to y. And hence we find the coordinates of the centroid of any triangle is nothing but, again, this is also a formula. I just showed you the proof and hence we understood the application as well. You're getting my point? This is how, again, anytime they ask you, again, PYQ will find the centroid of the triangle. They have given you the coordinate, these three x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. These values have been given to you. They are asking what? They are asking find this. So for that, you just need to take what? You see, this is nothing but pure and simple average. Add all 3 by 3. And for y also add all 3 by 3. Is this clear, sir? You see, nothing is difficult. It's simple calculation, simple, you just need to apply your concepts. That's all. That's all. Clear, everyone? Clear, sir? 100% clear, everyone? Chalo. Sir, how to his figure? Rohit, yeah. I expected actually that somebody will ask the question. Nobody asked. That's why I also skipped, honestly. If you want to know this now, brother, you see, Rohit, if you want to know the external, so again, what for those who don't know, Rohit is asking what will be the figure of external section. So please understand. For that, you need to know a little bit more about the internal section. Internal section, if you write, you see, understand, don't just memorize. PR is to QR. It is equal to M is to N. Everyone, this is equal to M is to N. Remember, this will not change. This will not change. Sir, this is P. This is Q. Sir, external section means R will be outside of PQ. R will be outside of PQ. Sir, PR is M. This part is M, sir. And QR, this part is N, sir. M is to N. And always remember, let me say this here. If you want to remember, in the formula, the denominator is always the length of PQ. You see over here, this part is M, this part is N. So denominator is M plus N. Come back to this. Denominator will be what? Total is M, this much is N. Denominator will be, I need PQ, M minus N. You see, in the formula automatically it comes. Clear, sir? Clear? This is for external. Done, 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 done. Clear? Perfect. Moving on. Thoda, we have to. Achha, now area. Achha, area, many people give you many different formulas. I will ask you not to go for any basic formulas, only for triangle. Now I know 90% of the times you only get triangles, but still I'll ask you, learn in a manner where you can do triangles and if required more than something like more than triangles as well. What? Let me just give you. Let's say they have given you a triangle. Let's say they have given you a triangle like this one. And they have told, sir, 2, 0. 3 comma 4. Acha, there is a strong chance I might not get a triangle because I'm putting the values by myself. And this is 1 comma minus 3. Okay? Because you see, the triangle has the property ki ultimately at the end of the day, this has to, like, sum of two sides has to be greater than three sides, greater than the third side. And it has to be greater than, the difference should be greater than this. But again, I'm just putting the values randomly. But still, hopefully I've not done anything wrong. Now, please understand how to find area. How to find area, you will get, or I'm supposing you already know, some of you already know some formulas to find area. I'm saying don't go for any of those. Write down it in whatever way I'm saying. You see, I've written down 2 comma 0. If you want to put comma, put comma, no worries. And take any rotation. Again, don't put haphazard. In triangle, it doesn't matter. For other diagrams, it will matter. Meaning you can write anti-clockwise. If you want to write clockwise, that is also possible. That's also not an issue. You can write like this as well. Anything goes. Anything goes. Now here I'm writing anti-clockwise. Then 3 comma 4. Next comes 1 comma minus 3. Right? Now next what you'll do, whatever you have started from, you write it once more. Now area of this triangle will be half modulus. Now, why modulus? Because area cannot be negative. So that's why, to make, if I get negative value, I'll make it positive. So to do that, I have put the modulus. Sir, cross multiply. So 2 into 4, 8. 3 into minus 3, minus 9. 1 into 0, 0, sir. Subtraction. Again, sir, opposite. 0 into 3 gone. 4 into 1, 4. Minus 3 into 2, minus 6. Half. This is minus 1 and minus, this is, sir, minus 2 minus minus plus 2, sir. So this is 1 by 2. That's your answer. That is your answer, sir. Everyone. Is it clear? Now, mathematically, it might not be correct. I am again telling you, because I've taken these values random, but most probably it is not incorrect as well. Looking at the answer. Looking at the answer, it might not be incorrect as well. But again, it can be wrong. There's a big chance. There's a big chance I got this wrong. Now, why I have asked you to do it like this? Why I have asked you to do it like this? Why not in some other way? Why not in some other way? But Shubham, don't worry. I'll repeat more than once because I'll just move, like, build on from this. Because this technique works for any polygon, sir. Couple of years back, CGL asked one question on a quadrilateral. Now you see, the other formula, the other way, the most popular way is to do it like the formula itself is only for triangle. There is no direct formula for like quadrilateral or pentagon or hexagon or something. So if you get a quadrilateral, that means you do this. You put that formula for this triangle once, you put it for this triangle once, then you add. Meaning you have to do it twice. Whereas if you go like this, there is nothing you need to do. You can do it together. Now what will change? Let me just say. Let's say there is another point. Now यही तो दिक्कत होगा sir. अच्छा, let's for that ना. Let's for that. Let's see if I have रुको. I have questions ना. Sir. अच्छा, this is from CHSL. Sir. Shubham, you see, I'll repeat here. Brother, works? quadrilateral they are asking, because value, the points are very important. Otherwise, it will be mistaken. We will get weird values. Like that doesn't make any sense. Now you see, if you go by triangle, you can't solve it. But that's the reason. Again, start from any point. So, but again, try to start in this order only, or try to go. So I will go in this order. So -3, 2, 5, 4, 7, -6, -5, -4. Okay. Now, another, sir, first one will repeat. Now, please understand this question, because 5, 4 and -5, -4 is there, you can do it in a shorter manner as well. But again, as we're learning this, let's do this. Then we'll see another method, the different methods. So just do this. Shubham and everybody else. Half modulus. Multiply. This is -12, -30, so -28, -10. Done, 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 done. Minus. 5 2s are 10, 28. 10, 28. So plus 30. Plus 30. This is a minus minus plus 12. I guess all the values are -12, -12. -30, -30, 20. Sir, it is actually double. You see, all the values are same. And minus will change the values there as well. And this mod will get cancel all this. So this will be this half. Please understand, this is whatever this value, same is this value. Because you see, both are same. And this half will cancel. So ultimately, my answer will be whatever is here with a plus, without the negative. 28 and 12, 40, 40, and this is 40, 80. Your answer will be, sir, 80 squared centimeter units. Option number 1, sir. Clear, everyone? Friti, you are correct. Surya, you are correct. Yes, Shubham, -20 is better than 7 into 428. Where you got stuck? This is for this. Achha, -28, we got 7 into -4. This cross. This is -28. Clear, brother? Clear? Now, please understand, the advantage is you can do it directly. If you go in the triangle method, you have to draw this. You have to draw it like this. Okay, that means -3, 2, then 5, 4, then 7, -6, then -5, -4. Then you do this. This triangle you figure out separately, this you figure out separately, then you add. But here you see, if I do it like this, I'm getting this much easier in direct. So always try to go like this. Because you see, SSC have asked you to go for this, like quadrilateral. So they can ask you to go for pentagon as well. What you will do if they ask you that? Then you need 3 triangles. So better, but again, this method will allow you. So if pentagon, what will happen? There will be another point here extra. If it is a hexagon, there will be another point extra. That's at most that can happen. Nothing more. Everyone getting my point? So if it is, you see, in case of the triangle, in this is the quadrilateral, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. In triangle, we used to get 4 points, meaning 4 sets. In pentagonal, we'll get 6. In hexagon, we'll get 7. That's at most. So we just will have 1 term extra here. 1 term here, 1 term here. That's all. Clear, everyone? Clear, everybody? 100% clear? Makes complete sense this to everyone? If anyone has any doubts, please feel free to ask. Feel free to ask, sir. Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Then we'll solve a few questions before we move to any other equations vagera. Sir, distance batao, everyone. How did we get to Vriti? That I'll explain in the then geometry class, sister. Okay. Okay, I'll explain in the geometry class then. Okay, that's a very simple. That's not a very difficult thing. Perfect. Yeah. Geometry may. I guess one of the previous batches I explained as well. I don't remember exactly the batch, but again, one of the batches I explained. Somebody asked me this question. I'll explain. Just remind me once, I'll definitely explain. It's not a big deal. Acha, please solve this. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Answers, answers, answers. Answers, sir. Answers, answers, answers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Acha. Let's see. Let's see, sir. Sir, if you do it like this, normally, if you use distance formula, okay, you will get root over of this minus 0 whole square, meaning only this square alpha, sorry, plus this minus this. Again, if you do square, sir, if you do this, you will have a square cos square alpha plus sine square alpha, sir, which is 1. So ultimately, you will have, now, sir, should I write this as a or should I write this as mod a? Why, sir? Because you see, both are there in the option. A is also there, mod A is also there. So definitely these two are not my answers. But what about the first two? What about among the first two, sir? Which should I give the answer? Give as the answer? Anyone? Yes, distance should always be positive, but again, is it given or should I like emphasize it will be modulus of A? Now, answer to your question is, sir, it should be modulus of A. This should be the answer, sir. Now, why is that? Now, please understand the logic a little bit as well. Sir, for that, you need to know the basics a little bit. Sir, a cos alpha comma 0. This is a point on x-axis because y coordinate is 0. Achha, on that note, please remember the x coordinate is called abscissa. Okay, the good name is abscissa. And the y coordinate, the good name is ordinate. So of a point, if the ordinate is 0, that means it has not gone any like value or any or even a step in the y direction. That means it is lying on x-axis. That means it lies on x-axis. A cos alpha comma 0. But sir, problem, sir, I do not know this A. A is positive or negative. If I say, let's say A is 2. So it will be, in that case, it will be, sir, 2 cos alpha. If A is 2, think about this. But if A is minus 2, then the situation will be like this. Can I say this? Minus 2 cos alpha comma 0. Now, again, A sin alpha, and again, you see, in this case, abscissa is 0. Abscissa 0 means the point will be on y-axis. Now, if that is like so, and A is 2, then the point is somewhere here, sir. That is 0, comma 2 sin alpha. And if that is not, then come here, it will be 0, comma minus 2 sin alpha if A is minus 2. But you see, in both cases, if A is 2, then these two are the values. This is the distance. This is the distance which we are getting root over of A square. Root over of 2 square, that is 4. Now, it is 2, sir. But again, if this is the situation, Then also, whatever distance we are getting, this is also root over of 4, sir. That is 2. But, you see here, A is not 2, sir. Here, A was minus 2. So I can say, whatever the case is, if A is positive or negative, in both situation, I am getting the distance as 2 only. But again, I don't know. If I put A, if I put this as the answer, in case of minus, then my distance, it would have been minus 2, which is like a big crime. You are writing distance as negative. So to be on the safe side, you should definitely mark like modulus of A, meaning even if A is minus 2, your distance is modulus of minus 2, which is plus 2. Very good question asked in CBT 1 2021 NTPC. Clear, sir? Clear, sir? Absolutely clear. Absolutely clear this to everyone. Bilkul clear, sir. And everyone clear, sir? Moving on. Moving on. Perfect. Tell me the answer to this. Again, CBT 1 2021. Again, you see, I'm mixing the questions. You will have NTPC questions, CGL questions, everything is there in this PPT. Solve and tell me the answer. Solve and tell me the answer, sir. Solve and tell me the answer. Jaldi, jaldi. Quickly solve and tell me the answer. Answer. Need answer. Only one answer I've got till now. Rohit is saying B. Vriti has given answer B. Okay. Anybody else? B. Okay. Chalo. Find the coordinates of the point which will divide the line joining this internally in this. It's a very simple question. So if you are not comfortable working with the section formula directly, take a break here. 2, 4 and 7, 9. There is a point where they are asking this will be 1:2, sir. This point, sir, what will this be? Sir, cross 2 into 4, 8, 1 into 7, 7 by 2 plus 1, 3. Sir, again, I'll not do anything else. Why? You see, I took a pause and looked at the options. Sir, all 4 abscisses are different. I'll just do this until. Sir, 7, 7, 14, 15 by 3. But, ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया, sir. Options are not matching. Huh? What? Arey, sorry. 2 into 2, arey. My mistake. 2 into 2, na? 2 into this 2, 4. 11 by 3, sir. Comma something. But again, I don't need it. 11 by 3, there is only one option, which is option 2. Done. Again, we'll do the bare minimum work. Yes, Shubham, I missed it, brother. Extremely sorry. I missed it. My mistake. Perfect, sir. Perfect. Sir, this question, please. Centroid, they are asking. Point. Now, again, who knows the formula? Who knows, like, the way we have learned the whole thing, the proof, everything? Will say, Arey, sir, kuch nahi. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9 by 3. 5 plus 9 plus 1, so 6 and 9, that is 15 by 3. Just sorry, 15 by 3. So that's your answer, 3 comma 5. Can I say this? You will say, sir, 10 seconder this one. Why? Because we know this. Ki ultimately centroid is nothing but average. Now, this is beauty of coordinate geometry. Because most of the students, they leave this. There is a pata nahi. But again, if you know, the questions can be done very easily. But again, the key emphasis is on knowing the things. Okay? Moving on, sir. Let's move on to the next stage, which is definitely going to be on the straight lines. Now, straight lines, sir. Let's start a little bit on this. Let me say one thing. Straight lines, the name might be straight, it is not at all straight. Straight line is one of the most complicated parts in, if you have ever prepared for IIT Vageda, you'll already know straight line is one of the most complicated parts. The only thing straight about this is its name. Everything else is complicated because it has so many. Please understand the challenge. If you can know, if you want to overcome the challenge, you need to first know the challenge that you are going to face. The challenge of straight line is the different equations, or the better word is the forms. But again, you need to understand the forms rather than remembering it blindly. So it has different forms. The most common form, or the form in which we generally write this, like any straight line equation, it will be ax plus by plus c. Now, let me just explain one thing. Straight line is what? Straight line equations will always be linear equations. Linear equations meaning equations of degree 1. Again, we have discussed degree vagera in our equation class. Degree 1 meaning, sir, the variable x and y, the highest power of those variable is always 1. You see, that's the reason we call these equations linear equation. Why? Because if you draw this in graph, it will give you straight line. So that's why it is called linear equations. Line, from the word line, we get linear. Right? Now, again, but this form is of no use to us. This is not going to give us any information. Okay, so we need to know like the forms which are beneficial for us. But before I can go or we can learn all those, we need to know few terms. In order to make an equation of a straight line or a form of a straight line, there are few things you need to know. Sir, slope, point, and intercept. Now, what is these things? First things first, before I explain any of this. Sir, a straight line we can use, sir, a straight line can pass through infinite number of points, but again, we can use 2 points. Because in order to draw a straight line, you need minimum 2 points. Now, what about intercepts, sir? A straight line can have up to 2 intercepts. What are intercepts? I'll explain, but again, remember, intercepts can be done or can be made on axis. One intercept is x-axis intercept, another one is y-axis intercept. So that's why I've written 2 intercepts. And remember, a straight line can only have one slope. Slope of a straight line is constant for the straight line. So you see, we have in total what? We have 1 information here, 2 here, 2 here. Total 5 informations. Remember, in order to make a straight line form or equation, we always need 2 out of 5. We always need 2 out of 5. So how many forms? You can figure it out. You can figure it out. But again, itna bhi nahi hota. ठीक है? We don't really do it like that. So please understand, we we need two like out of these five information to figure it out. Now, please understand, sir. Please understand one simple thing. Sir, what is an intercept? What is an intercept? Let's say this is a x-axis, y-axis, and there is a straight line like this. There is a straight line like this. Sir, this straight line is cutting away this much portion from x-axis. This is called x-axis intercept, or in short, x-intercept. And similarly, sir, this part, this is called, sir, y-intercept. Clear, everyone? Clear, sir? This is intercept concept. Now, what is slope? If you don't know, sir, again, see, let's say there is a straight line like this. Let's say there is a straight line like this. So the straight line, wherever it cuts the x-axis, wherever it is intersecting x-axis, from that point, right is positive x-axis, left is negative x-axis. From that straight line's point of view, not from the universal point of view. From that straight line's point of view, right is positive, left is negative. So if you take the positive x-axis and if you draw, or if you just measure this angle, this theta, let's say this angle. So tan of that theta is called small m, and this small m in letters called slope. Slope is tan theta. Now slope is why it is required. It gives you the direction of the straight line actually. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So these are the few things you need to know if you want to be good in straight lines. Straight lines, you see, 90% like no straight lines. This is the format, this is form, this is y equal to mx plus c, this is x by a plus y by b equal to this is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Learn. Don't like just remember like those. These are not formulas, because the biggest challenge, you know those things, you don't know where to apply which one. Please understand. There the names will be very important. So first form which we'll learn. Again, forms will not be completed today. Just at least couple, let me just push. Sir, first form is called slope intercept form. Tell me which two informations will I need over here? Which two informations will I require over here? Everything is there in name always. Slope and intercept. Slope and intercept. Now, which intercept? Remember, if we only say intercept, that means y-intercept. At the first form, I'm showing you the proof as well. First form, hence I'm showing you the proof. But again, don't ask this for everyone, like everything, because then I will take 1 month to only complete this chapter. Sir, let's say this is this. Okay? Please understand this. X-axis, y-axis. I've just written it, I've drawn it like this so that we can use it somewhere. Sir, this is your straight line. This is your straight line, sir. Everybody agrees? Everybody agrees this is your straight line. Now, what has happened is that there is a point. Now, in order to make the equation, I will need the variable point xy. So, let's say this is your x comma y variable point. Okay? Now, what do you do? Sir, what we know the best? Draw perpendiculars. Again, sir. From here also, draw perpendiculars, sir. Everyone done? Now, sir, because I need slope, I need that theta. Sir, theta was this. This is the theta. Now tell me, if this is theta, can I say, Arey, this is also theta? Na? Yes or no, everyone? Sir, you see, two lines. If this angle is theta, this is also same. corresponding angle, corresponding angle. You see, this is like this. Two perpendicular lines, this is the transversal. Yes, everyone clear? Theta, theta gone. Acha. Sir, if this is x comma y, that means this length is how much, sir? This length is x. And, sir, this length is how much? This length is y. Acha. Now, one more thing is given. Sir, y-intercept is also given. Y-intercept is how much? Sir, this is the y-intercept, everyone. This is your y-intercept, sir. This part. This is given as c, small c. So that means if this is c, sir, can I say, sir, this is also c. So for this triangle, this much is how much? Can I say y minus c? Because total is y, this much c, so this much will be y minus. Now, slope is what? Slope is m is equal to tan theta, sir. Sir, what is the definition of tan theta? The height by base. Height is what? Y minus c. Base is what? X. So multiply this side. M into x. Next line, sir. Y is equal to, can you see, one of the most famous forms of straight line. One of the most famous forms of straight line. This is called the slope intercept form. Now again, when will we be using it? If in a question it has been given to us, what? Sir, slope is given and y-intercept is given, then only we'll be using this form. Then only we will be using this form. Everyone, is it clear? Everybody, is this 100% clear, sir? Most of you like probably didn't know this, the proof. But again, don't ask for every proof. I can show you, I can guide you, you can prove it like this, but again, it's impossible for me to show the every proof like this. Right? Next, I'll show you one more proof only. One more like form today. No proof. Proof next. Acha, next. Next. Sir, point slope form. Tell me, what will it require, sir? What will it require? Which two information? Which two information? Tell me. Which two information? Sir, one point and the slope. Slope is one only, so the slope. Sir, let's say proof. Achha, no, I'll show you the next proof. Next proof is important. Achha, for that picture, like I need to draw the diagram at least here only. Sir, let's just do this. I'm just drawing the diagram for the next one. The diagram will be the same. So like this, okay? Please understand, if there is a straight line that passes through, let's say like this. That passes through like this, let's say. Now, it can go through different points, sir. It can go through different points. Now, let's say it has gone through, x1 comma y1 point. Okay? And also it has gone through another point, x2 comma y2. These are the given 2 points. These are constant points. Learn, yeah, Ashish. Achha. Again, to make the equation, I need the variable point. Variable point is xy. So let's say that it is somewhere here in the middle. Now, for this one, I don't really require many things. I don't really require many things. This one, this one, this one. Also, sir, this one this one. Okay. So these are few things I've drawn. Now, why is it important, or why am I like asking you to understand this? Sir, if this is theta, that will give you slope. That will give you slope, sir. Now, for this proof, only take this bit, this much, xy and x1 or y1. I'll not talk about the last digit, last point. Okay, why? Sir, here, if this is theta, sir, you see this is also theta, you see this is also theta. Okay? Acha, I'm just like kind of moving on with the processor. This length will be x minus x1. Same logic. And this length will be y minus y1. And one more thing, what I want you to do for the next proof is this. Okay. So there, what I'll do, acha, next proof will go, but first let us prove this. Let us just prove this. Sir, if you do this, please understand, I'm just taking this triangle, okay? I'm just taking this triangle, this small one. Sir, point slope form is saying, sir, if you take m is tan theta will be what? Y minus y1 by this, height by base. Sir, honestly speaking, I'll ask you to remember it like this. I personally remember it like this. This is the point slope form. But again, in many books, you will find this y minus y1 is equal to, they just multiply, nothing else. M into x minus x1. In many books, you will find it like this. But again, if you ask me, I will strongly urge each and every one of you guys to remember it like this. Now, why? For that, I was creating the premise. I was creating the premise. Please understand, sir. Sir, if you now take the bigger triangle here, let me just, so this triangle here, bigger triangle, see, you will find another thing. So this M was what? This M is nothing but tan theta slope. Now here, if you take the bigger triangle, this is also theta. So from there, I can simply say here, tan theta or slope, it is equal to, sir, how much is this distance? Sir, total is x2, this is x1. Can I say? Can I simply say, sir, this is x2 minus x1? And how much is this distance? Can I say y2 minus y1? Now, if you do it like this, can I say this will be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1? Right? Now, please understand, this is also tan theta, this is also tan theta. So, can I equate these two and say, acha, y minus y1 by x minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1? Sorry, can I say this, everyone? Yes or no, please? And if I can say this, this is called, sir, 2-point form. But again, the game is not over yet. I know I'm taking 5 minutes extra, but again, just listen to me for 10 seconds. Here you see 2 points. The line is passing through x1, y1, the other point is x2, y2. But please understand the main fundamental thing here. Sir, this is, the equation has been made using this concept. Slope is equal to slope, sir. Now, sometimes in the question, they will ask you, there is a line which is passing through this point and this point. Find its slope. I know countless students, they will find the whole equation, then find slope. But again, you see, if you, that's the reason I was showing the proof. If you know, sir, if they are passing through the points x1, y1 and x2, y2, can I not say this is itself the slope? Because the proof is slope and slope. Slope equal to slope. So both the sides are slope only. So why do we need to figure out the whole equation? I can simply figure out this side, that will be slope. That's a shortcut itself. Conceptual shortcut. Is this clear, sir? Is this 100% clear? This is your 2-point form. So we understood point slope form when the point is given and the slope is given, and this is 2-point form when 2 points are given. Now again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It is not over yet. Nowhere near over this one. Okay? Still a long way to cover. And we will solve questions based on these also in the next class. But again, I just wanted to cover this much. Clear everyone? Clear everybody? Absolutely clear. Whatever we have done in the first class of coordinate geometry. Just a quick yes or no before we leave. Done na? Acha. First things first. Was it boring? बहुत difficult लगा? First things first. Many people can find it a little difficult. But again, if you are someone, please feel free to ask me multiple times. I'm more than okay with that. I told you, I am just like a big brother to you guys. Feel free to ask. Okay? I'm also available on Telegram. I've just given you the link. Please feel free. If you don't want to join the group, ask me individually. That also works. That also works. Okay? So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this particular class. Again, I'll see you guys. Class. Vritti, yes, absolutely. Every class will be there. Sister, don't worry. Equations that I've told now, that was done in the previous batch. For your batch also, that will come back. Okay? That's a circular thing. That's a circular thing. You will get every class. Every class. Okay? So you have started from here for your batch. Again, those things will come back. Perfect. So do not worry about that. Do not worry. Not a single class. Again, the closer the exams are, you will get more classes, not less. So don't worry about that. And again, thank you so much everyone for joining then. And I will again see you guys then, I guess, next week, right? Tomorrow is chutti. Then again, I'll see you guys. Acha, one request, if you have loved the class, please do rate the class before you leave. That's a request from my end to everyone. Do not leave the class without rating it. Thank you so much. And for the YouTube audience also, if you have loved it, please do rate it. And I will see you guys then in the next week. Thank you. Take care and bye-bye, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.